What's going on, everybody? This is Ulises Vega, real estate broker, owner of Excellence Real Estate, the Vega team. One of the many questions that I get asked the most, whether it's through private messages on Instagram, Facebook, text messages, when somebody sees me in person, they're like, you know what, we follow your videos, we love what you do. How did you transition from that 9-to-5 gig to being an entrepreneur and being in business? Not necessarily by yourself, but building an empire that eventually is going to turn into something bigger than me, which is what I want. And I guess the best example that I can give those that might be kind of like on the fence and transitioning from that, I'm tired of my 9-to-5, I want to do something else, I know I should, but I don't know if this is the right time, or I'm afraid. The best example, because I'm all about examples, and some of them are weird and ridiculous, and those that are around me on a regular basis hear them all the time. So I'm gonna get right to it. The best example would be being at a 9-to-5 is kind of like renting. You're helping somebody else build equity. You're helping somebody else build their dreams while putting your dreams on hold. I was at a 9-to-5 gig, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. Every 2 weeks, I was getting my little peanuts, and before that 2-week paycheck would come in, I already owed that money, and I couldn't wait to work the next 80 hours to get the money that I already owed because the other paycheck was just not enough. So I was putting my dreams on hold to be able to help somebody else's build theirs. So what equity did I build while working for somebody else? Absolutely zero. So as a renter, you're paying somebody else's mortgage. You're building somebody else's equity, and it's not yours. So if you're tired of the 9-to-5 life, you're trying to hold on to that weekly or bi-weekly paycheck because why? It pays the bills. I get that. Those of us that have families and kids, we know what it's like to say, I can't afford to just leave this life that I've been at this job for 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years in some examples, and I just can't do it right now because I've heard it all along. I can't do it. I just can't pull the trigger yet. I want to do real estate. I see myself doing real estate. I just can't do it right now. So we're putting our dreams and hopes on hold for that weekly paycheck, and that 6 months that you were going to wait turn into a year, turn into 2 years. So how much equity did you build? You're helping somebody else grow their business and their empire, and you're still making peanuts from somebody that's making dollars. So if you're tired of that 9-to-5, just do it. Kind of like that Nike slogan, just do it. Figure it out. There's always a way. So you just have to want to do it. I was in that position almost, I want to say over 17 years ago. I used to work at a 9-to-5, working 60 plus hours a week. Not every 2 weeks, a week. I was working my days off. I was working Black Friday. I was working Christmas Eve. I was working, they would change my schedule at the last minute. I had nothing to show for, absolutely nothing to show for when it came to that. And I was like, there's gotta be more to life than working 60 plus hours and working for somebody that doesn't appreciate me, that doesn't value what I bring to the table. And I don't see myself owning a piece of this company because there were 2 chances of that happening, slim and none. I made a decision, I got my real estate license, and I started hustling. After the market collapsed, I said, well, I have a decision. Am I gonna go back to get a real job, or am I gonna figure this out and try to make it? And it's been almost 15 years in the real estate industry. It hasn't always been easy, but I wouldn't do it any other way. I love what I do. I love helping people. Now I've transitioned into more of a broker owner, leader role, and now my goal is to lead my troops to the promised land.